city live, introducing one young nigga that ride, really shooting. My songs banging the hood, cause 6 mil produced them. It's Compton Zone, notoriously known, infamous for flipping words and bird zone for zone. I'm from Compton's west side to the west die.
Today, we're diving into the life of an underrated West Coast legend, Billboard 4 Bent. Known for his ties to Compton, his involvement in the rise of Black Wall Street, and his unfortunate passing at the young age of 24, Billboard's story is one that intertwines music, street culture, and legacy. Let's break it all down. Billboard 4. Bent, born William C. Lusk Jr., grew up in Compton, California, a city known for its rich hip-hop history and, unfortunately, its high levels of violence and gang activity. As a member of the West Side Piru, Billboard's life was deeply tied to the streets. The West Side Piru is a prominent and influential street gang in Compton, California, with roots deeply embedded in the Bloods network. The gang's history, its impact on the community, and the life it created for young people during the 90s and early 2000s is both complex and tragic. This period, marked by the rise of gang violence, territorial disputes, and the influence of hip-hop, shaped the lives of countless individuals. The Piru Street Boys, as the gang was originally known, was formed in the early 1970s in Compton as part of a broader response to the growing influence of the Crips gang. At the time, Compton was a battleground for gang turf wars, particularly between the Crips and the Bloods, with the latter group emerging as a reaction to the dominance of the Crips. The West Side Piru is one of the most notable factions of the larger Bloods gang. The Piru set was one of the original Bloods factions, and it became one of the dominant groups in the city of Compton, particularly by the 1990s.
But the only difference is, in Compton, there's no Bloods, it's all Piru hoods. And a lot of people think that one Piru hood just covers the whole Compton if you're from out of state, which is false. You know what I mean? We're not all from just one Piru hood, you feel what I'm saying? You got the east side, who has a couple of hoods over there, then you got the west, you know what I mean? You got a couple of hoods. The bridge is what separates the east and the west, the bridge on Rose Branch, you feel me? And it's only one Compton Crip hood on Rosecrans, and that's Santana. Other than that, there's no...
The West Side designation signified their territory on the west side of Compton, which became synonymous with their gang culture. The 1990s were a volatile and dangerous time for gangs in Compton, especially for the West Side Piru. Gang violence escalated, leading to the rise of drive-bys, territorial disputes, and increased pressure from law enforcement.
It's really turned his life, a way that he could have been going in a good direction, walking across the stage and, just receiving his diploma, making my mother happy. But it seemed, it was a wrong turn somewhere, and he got caught up in a gang. And, my brother was nearly, he was shot 2 times, fatal shootings in the 2 important spots that, it's fatal to be getting shot in. He got shot in the head and in the chest, and, I feel if he wasn't in a gang, it wouldn't have happened. If he was in a place that, where he's supposed to be, sitting in a church or something like that, or, being with the family, that it wouldn't have happened. And to all these young kids that are getting in gangs, it's not worth it, because your life is going to be taken over this, whether you know it or not.
The crack epidemic, which hit Los Angeles in the 1980s, fueled much of the gang activity in the early 90s as drug trade profits became a driving force for gang members. By the 90s, gang culture had also become deeply intertwined with hip-hop. Compton itself was home to some of the most iconic West Coast rap artists like N.W.A., Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg, who used their music to reflect the harsh realities of gang life. In the case of the West Side Piru, rappers like The Game helped bring attention to their world, representing both the glamour and the tragedy of growing up in that environment. In the early 2000s, the West Side Piru gang continued to wield significant influence in Compton and surrounding areas. This period also saw the rise of Black Wall Street, where artists like The Game started using their music to reflect their pasts and speak about gang culture. The Game, who was a member of the Black Wall Street label and a key affiliate of the Piru gang, often spoke about his gang ties in his music, showing how the gang culture was inseparable from the identity of many young men in Compton.
for Black Wall Street. I'm the CEO, but I'm the poster boy. All the real work is done by my nigga G-Rod.
I'm G-Rod, homie. Y'all should know by now. If you don't know by now, you know now.
My nigga Big Face.
My role in the Black Wall Street, I'm pretty much, as I would label myself, an overseer.
You got Fat Rat out there moving.
Everybody can sit up here and kill each other, but this movement we trying to do is an economic development, man. Let's get some money, you feel me?
We got D-Mac, you know what I'm saying? He at the forefront. He like the COO. We really just trying to push this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Don't let them know. Black Wall Street, yo!
Billboard's music showcased his deep connection to his surroundings, blending the themes of Compton street life with a gritty yet melodic flow. His tracks were characterized by hard-hitting beats and raw lyrics that resonated with his listeners. His freestyles were raw and reflective of his life on the streets of Compton.
Guns in the toilet so I'm strapped while I'm shitting. Guns in the booth so I'm strapped while I'm spitting. Billboard the truth, word to Mac Mittens. Like that.
Told you, man. It don't get
like
no,
that.
It don't get no more.
Capturing the essence of gang culture, hustle, and survival, his ability to freestyle effectively allowed him to keep up with some of the best in the game at the time, including artists like The Game and Juice. He was often seen as a versatile lyricist who could switch from storytelling to punchlines with ease. Some of his notable tracks like Killicali, Piru Love, Show You How to Do This Blood, My Life featuring The Game, and Black Friday, When It's My Time to Go, I'm Gangsta featuring The Game.
Bows and furs, all stars, khaki, Chuck Taylors, what's the word? Keep a gun on me and I love it, why? But it's California till I die, one more time. The Killing Cali, we don't rock 10 bows and furs, all stars, khaki, Chuck Taylors, what's the word?
It's me, Chuck, and some niggas I'm raised with. First niggas, red Chucks, New York pavement. Rips and chains like we on that slave shit. Never seen Queensbridge, I'm on that brave shit.
Billboard's mixtape, Welcome to Compton, was released in 2004. This mixtape marked his debut in the rap scene and showcased his affiliation with the Westside Piru and Black Wall Street. It also featured collaborations with several artists from the West Coast hip-hop community, including The Game and Juice. Billboard's second mixtape, 4 Bent, was released in 2004. Like his first mixtape, Welcome to Compton, his mixtape Death Before Dishonor was released in 2004, the same year as his debut project, Welcome to Compton. Despite his short-lived career, Death Before Dishonor helped cement his legacy as a promising artist within the Black Wall Street movement. But like any rapper coming up in the 2000s, Billboard found himself in the midst of beef. One of the most publicized feuds was with Joe Budden. The Game and Budden had their differences, and Billboard was caught in the crossfire, with diss tracks flying between the two camps. Joe Budden dropped the track Game Over, aimed at The Game.
That since you like sucking on 50s, it's not big and pop, not East versus West. Nigga, this is least versus best. Whack West nigga from a side block, meanwhile against dude that fill a iPod with just freestyle.
And in response, The Game hit back with a diss track called Buttons, calling out Joe's credibility and career.
Motherfucking problem, and it's only gonna be one of these songs. After that, I'ma knock your motherfucking ass out. Niggas get put in the coffin with all that psychopath talking. You listening to the source, and I ain't from Boston. I'm gangbanging, red G6s. Call them how I see them, these niggas is bitches. And Clue put this nigga on the song, now it's G, you lit, and I came to get it on. You ain't hot, nigga, you lukewarm.
Billboard was right there alongside The Game, representing his side in this rap battle.
Revolvers, no shells, no nothings, and I love the East Coast. But fuck Joe Buttons.
Yo, when
you disrespected that blood card, got a real live Compton gang member out here, you know what I'm saying, in New York. The boy brought me out here, you fucked up on me. There's some shit you don't know nothing about, dog. Blood gang, I'm fresh out too.
Beyond the drama, Billboard was an artist with real talent. His collaborations helped elevate his presence in the West Coast scene. He wasn't just a gang affiliate, he was an artist with his own unique style and sound, contributing to the Black Wall Street legacy. He was featured on several tracks, putting out music that reflected his gang lifestyle, his hustle, and his ambitions. He worked with artists like Jim Jones and Juelz Santana.
Yeah, my crime lords at, man. Fuck with me. Yeah, get up for this one. Come on. Know why niggas thinking? Letting the guns go. Oh, letting the guns go. Oh, letting the guns go. Oh.
Tragically, on June 2nd, 2004, Billboard was fatally shot in Gardena, California. He was rumored to be gunned down by members from GSC, Gardena Shotgun Crips. His untimely death at just 24 years old shocked the hip-hop world and left a void in the Black Wall Street movement. The Game, who was deeply affected by the loss, honored Billboard with a tribute track.
My shoulder, big wheel till it's over. He never got to see me put black chrome on the Rover. Reading your obituary, wishing we never met, so I wouldn't have to shed tears or wake up in cold sweat. Looking at this bottle of Hennessy, wishing you never left. Wishing I chased your Monte Carlo down and gave you my vest. Or better yet, I wish they never let you out. And I never got that phone call telling me that you out. Wish you never signed the release form. I wouldn't have had to clear this sample or use this track to say rest in peace for. You wanted to know if Dre and M felt you. They did before I could tell you somebody killed you. I feel pain for every...
Billboard's life wasn't just defined by his music. Growing up in Compton meant facing the harsh realities of gang violence, poverty, and systemic struggles that many young people there deal with daily. The West Side Peru, to which Billboard was deeply connected, has its own culture, code, and history within the context of Compton's complex gang landscape. For many young people growing up in Compton, gangs offer a sense of identity, protection, and community, but at a steep price. It's a life full of constant tension, danger, and the constant struggle to escape the grip of street life. Billboard 4. Bent's story is a reminder of how the streets and the music industry collide in the lives of many young men from Compton. Despite the violence, the music, and the feuds, his legacy lives on through his contributions to Black Wall Street and his influence on the West Coast rap scene. Billboard's story is a reminder of how the streets and the music industry collide in the lives of many young men from Compton. Despite the violence, the music, and the feuds, his legacy lives on through his contributions to Black Wall Street. Though his life was tragically cut short, Billboard remains a part of the tapestry of Compton, Black Wall Street, and the broader hip-hop community. His legacy reminds us of the struggles faced by youth in these environments and the powerful role music can play in shaping their stories. Thanks for tuning in to this deep dive into the life of Billboard 4 Bent. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from the world of hip-hop. Until next time, peace.